High
That's
140s, 150s.
It's a boy.
It's been, since the very, very beginning, so.
Because I was told the higher it is, it's a boy. No, the higher it is, it's a girl.
Yeah. I've heard that one, too.
I had that twice, and they're both girls.
Yeah. I've heard that one, too. There's a lot of old wives' tales and stuff.
No, that's why my ex left, is because he kept on having nightmares it was a boy. He really wanted a girl, and if he'd known it was a girl, he would have stayed. Yeah, he's a douche.
Wow. That is insane.
What are you doing? Are you taking a video?
I can't see you. I can see.
He's recording the conversation.
I can see the light. Well, I wanted to get the conversation when you were like, get count and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, a bunch of baby shit I've never heard of.
And it'll be cool 2 years down the road when you're, just not with me.
Yeah. It's been crazy, though. I don't know. Ever since the whole gallbladder thing, I'm a lot more paranoid about it. I think I feel more of a connection with the baby now. So I'm more like, oh my God, what's going on?
That's good, though.
Yeah, definitely.
My first one I was connected to because it's your first baby and everything. I was married. I was my honeymoon baby.
I thought that I was going to feel a connection with this, because I've been wanting to have a baby for years. Mm-hmm. But, we're not in the right position to do so. We're too poor. Honestly, we still should have waited longer, but it happened, so whatever.
Thing. Yeah.
But I've wanted one for a long time. And so I was like, as soon as I get pregnant, it's going to be this, I had this, romantic idea of how it was going to be, and I was going to be so connected to it. And I seriously just... Shut up, Sparta. I seriously just did not feel connection. I was, almost just deadpanned. I didn't really feel almost anything, which was confusing. And then they're like, well, once you see the ultrasound... Well, we went and had an ultrasound at 6 weeks, and you saw it as a beam. Still nothing. Once you start getting a belly, nope, still nothing. I still just never felt the connection, really. Which was surprising to me, but I guess it's really common, so.
Well, with my first, I did. My second, I didn't, because I was focusing on no job, no car, no home. I didn't have time to contemplate, I'm connected to her. There's only been 2 times in my life I've cried out of joy. Once when my ex-husband said I do. And once, when they held the baby up, I didn't even look at her fucking face. I looked at her vag. Because I thought it was a boy. They said it was a girl. But I bawled my eyes out. Oh my God, it's a fucking girl. That's when it clicked.
Yeah.
Was when she was born, they held her up in front of me. And, because it was a cesarean. Like I said, I've been drinking, I'm sorry. But, yeah. That's when I started bonding with her.
Yeah.
Was after she was born.
And I hear that is that way a lot. And I still am not feeling like the bond that I thought I would feel, but I'm sure that will come after it's born. But I'm definitely feeling a lot more maternal since I've been scared of what is this doing to my baby, and is my baby moving.
It's not just thinking about you, it's thinking about another.
And it's thinking about it as a real thing.
Yeah.
Which has been weird. Even when it's moving in there, it has been.
That feeling?
I do. I haven't had any pain from it moving or anything like that. And it sometimes feels just like a sudden drop, or I don't know. It's just such a weird feeling.
It's exciting. I love the feeling of babies. Even
I do. I love it when it kicks and you can see it.
Oh, well, you're so little. Mine never did that.
Yeah.
But I'm so obsessed with being pregnant. If I never get with another dude, I would totally be a surrogate. I don't know if I'd be able to let it go, but I love the feeling of being pregnant. I
have not liked the pregnancy so far, but it's been really hard on me, and I'm really hoping that next time, because I'll have my gallbladder out, it should be easier, but also my body will know what it's doing. So I'm hoping the pregnancy itself will be easier, just because it has been so hard on my body.
Well, but you also have to think, it's a big baby. He's probably long.
We're not, I don't know. I'm very interested. They said that they'll probably do a growth ultrasound later in the pregnancy just to see, because he is so big and because I am so small. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I think it's a small baby.
You never know. They curl up like a fucking ball.
I know. Don't. What are you doing? Don't put him up there.
Why?
He's not smart.
He's a cat.
I know. Have you seen him fall off of things in the house?
It's not a cat. It's too dark to see you.
No, the thing that was freaking me out about her being a girl is they were telling me girl, but the nurse I'm working with saw, I got a baby shower, and it was a girl until a week before it was born. Then they found out it was a boy. That's
one of the reasons why.
And Daddy has 3 boys. Yeah. So I'm paranoid.
That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to find out what it was.
Because then it could be wrong.
It could always be wrong. But I also I think it's hilarious how many people get so pissed off. What do you mean you're not finding out what it is? we're not finding out.
Well, that's what I wanted.
And then you get the other half of the people, which are usually the old people that are like, oh, good for you. That's how it should be.
Yes.
Because we're old. We're from the time where you didn't know until it came out.
Yeah, because you couldn't know until it came out.
Well, that's what I wanted, but my ex-husband wanted to know. You know,
If
and if he fucking knows, I'm gonna know.
Yeah.
You know?
If he had wanted to know, then I would have had no problem finding out. I don't super passionate either way, but because neither of us feel super passionate, it's like, well, we might as well not find out.
As long as it's a healthy baby, I don't care.
Yeah.
5 finger, 5 toes. Could have a tail. I don't care. Covered with fur. I don't care.
It can have a tail if you're not taking your folic acid.
People, I have not been taking folic acid. I have not been able to have.
We're gonna have a monkey.
I cannot keep prenatal vitamins down. Period. I haven't been able to the whole pregnancy. But a lot of women don't take their prenatal vitamins and they're fine. My doctor wasn't too worried about it.
Well, like the shit. Do you have cable?
No, but I've heard of the show. I've heard of that show.
No, a lot of it'll show them, and they don't gain any weight. They don't gain a belly.
Yeah.
Because I've actually had a friend who didn't know she was pregnant. She took a pregnancy test with her sister, found out she was 8 months pregnant, and then in a month she blew out. You know, she didn't have a belly. She didn't have any symptoms.
Well, and some people don't have the right amount of hormones, and I've heard of them taking test after test after test and having them come out negative.
Oh, you should. I never saw a positive pregnancy test till I had Summer.
Really?
Yeah, because I went to the Pregnancy Resource Center. They don't show you the test. They just tell you it came back positive. So when I got the test for Summer, it was like a faint second line. Mm-hmm. So I ran to my roommate. Is this a line? Is it? You know, I was excited as fuck. But that was the day I missed my period because I'm obsessed. You know, I don't have sex right now, so I don't really care. But the day of my period or 2 days before, I'd always fucking test, and it's always when I thought I wasn't pregnant that I got pregnant. With
him, like I said, we weren't trying, but I was tracking specifically because I was not on birth control anymore, and I really don't like the surprise of starting at work and not knowing that I'm going to. So I was tracking more to know when my periods were so I could be prepared for them. And it was interesting to know what your body is doing. Mm-hmm. And mine had said that I ovulated. And then, a couple days later, we did the deed, and then the next morning it said I ovulated. And I'm like, oh, I changed my ovulation date. But I knew that there was a chance. And we were pretty good about using condoms, but still, you know, all it takes is a minute, though.
The right thing.
I don't like them either. But all it takes is a minute. It doesn't even take the finish to do it.
It's the pre-ejaculate that can do it too.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I knew that there was a chance, and as we were getting closer and closer, like, I always thought that I would know when I'm pregnant, like my body would feel different, and I didn't really, but I started getting scared. And like 5 days before my period was due, I'm like, just so you know, my period is going to start in 5 days, or it's supposed to. But just so you know, it might not. And I told him that. And then like 2 days later, I'm like, okay, 3 days, it should start. And I went like that. And then it got 2 and it didn't start. And I'm like, okay, so I'm a day late. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean anything, but just so you know. And I went until I was like 5 days late before I took a test. But every day I was basically going to.
So you're paranoid, but not the test paranoid.
Well, because I didn't want to test too early, yeah. And I was a little like afraid since we weren't trying, and I was scared of how he would react. And, but yeah, it was every couple of days. Just so you know, the chances are a lot higher now that I'm pregnant. And then so I finally tested, and then I came in and crawled into bed with him, and I'm like, just so you know, it came back positive.
I warned you all week.
Don't put that there. This happens.
And then I cried. And he's like, why are you crying? And I was like, I don't know.
It's the hormones, I swear.
I haven't really felt hormonal through the whole thing, though. Other than I do cry at, like, movies a lot easier. But I was kind of a crybaby with movies beforehand, anyway.
Have you found foods?
I have not had any cravings for foods. Although I am craving a lot of things now, but it's because I'm on this stupid low-fat diet. So I really just want, like, a giant piece of cake. But
with Bella, it was fucking... I'd go get the fire packets from Taco Bell, and I'd drink those.
Really?
Oh,
I haven't had any cravings. Not anything in particular. Not anything different from what I've had before, anyway. Like, I really wanted sushi one night, but I want sushi all the time, so...
So, have you picked up names?
We have not discussed names, period.
Sasquatch.
Except he wants to name the baby Sasquatch.
Sasquatch if it's a dude, Sassy if it's a girl.
No, are you a gamer at all?
Of course.
Samus? Off of...
I'm not doing Metroid. Like, what's crap?
Yeah. That's what Luke wanted to name Bella. with Samus.
Negative.
And if it was a boy, it was going to be Link.
Yeah,
Link is actually a cute name.
No
for a
one
boy,
knows
though.
who Link is.
I saw a thing on Pinterest. Do you go on Pinterest ever? Oh my god, dude, I'm so obsessed with that website. So I saw this thing on Pinterest though, and it showed a picture of Link, and it was really dark, and it showed him like kind of covered in blood and looking really evil. And it says, "One can only be called Zelda so many times."
That is awesome.
I loved it.
You guys are weird.
You like